Last time on Mega Man Battle Network. Lan watched a man die. Certainly this will have problems on his psyche in future years, but we're going to ignore that for now.
Way to check your email, that's what's important right now.
For the love of God, if it's purple, just don't drink it. Please. What do you have to say about this car? It's not really good advice for the moment. Squirrel, no! I mean, you could see that as well. I don't know. The way they sprited that, it's pretty obvious. No, why would you do that? My tummy hurts, and my massive brain isn't doing anything to stop this pain.
Your child is very ill, so he left the house and just stood around the subway.
No, I've got bigger problems, yay. Oh, Freud. Like, you know, the one guy we talked to back at Waterworks.
I didn't realize his name was Freud. God Jenner's gonna be upset. It's not that Freud, but still.
Alright, well, I guess apparently we need to help this Freud guy's son, so we have to help with the kidnapping stuff after all. And yeah, the email doesn't show up as read, even though Mega Man read it in a cutscene, so gotta get rid of that new tag or it'll bother me.
That is so weird.
Alright, so where could we possibly go to find a kidnapped child? This is a pretty tough one. Like, we've been all over AC/DC. I don't know. Any hiding places you think? What do you think, Car? Oh! Hi.
Orlando Brown at the speed of sound.
Can't believe a guy with a portrait just has a generic kid. So, of course, you have to do this because Freud gives you the Handle program. We, of course, will need this to make progress. And we also get message. Message for when words won't work.
Well, if that kid looks like all the other boys in town, all that means is that he is in fact related to them. And his dad has been sleeping with every single woman in town. Thousands of bastards in this city.
The logical extension of Freud's theories. So, a little bit of backtracking here. Thankfully not too much, but it's still kind of annoying. This isn't so bad, I expect to go over the overworld. But yeah, now it's back to the water cooler. But yeah, we do have to redo this little bit of stuff. And unfortunately, while ice will stay melted when you log off, the water will be back in its default state, so gotta turn off this handle. I guess this sort of helps you see sort of like how the dungeon works, but like an NPC just straight up told us how it worked, so it's not really necessary in this case. Have one or the other.
Also, weird to have you go through a dungeon again this quickly.
Well, we only did half of it before, and now we're gonna get to the other half.
They could have just let you do the whole thing at once.
But we had to have that exciting moment where we accidentally turned on the wrong water, and it was gross and poisonous. So now we've got these guys. We've been through both Fishy and Cloudy, their whole deals. But hey, here they are together. They actually do make a good combination. Except, you know, Fishy attacks horizontally, so like, Yeah, you're gonna be moving down a column to avoid him, so clouds aren't a big deal. But still, it's an okay combination, so I figured I'd show it.
Are there any combinations where the enemies just like actively hinder each other?
I don't think so. Like, sometimes they will hinder each other's movements, but I can't think of any off the top of my head that will, just straight up screw with each other.
Because I feel like most of the development time was spent balancing this combat system. Just fine, you gotta have priorities. It's just the, dungeon design seems a little hit or miss.
Oh, what are you talking about, I say, as we are in this dungeon for the second time.
Yeah, story design. That's not storytelling, but just like the pacing of all the overworld stuff's a little weird.
Oh yeah, pacing is real weird.
It's really hard, if not outright impossible, to make backtracking fun, but it's not. It doesn't bother me as much as it bothers some people. But this is a little egregious.
Yeah, like, if the divergence was, like, right at the start of the dungeon, it would have been fine.
Yeah. Or if you opened up a gate halfway through the dungeon.
Yeah, like if there were teleporter points or something, that'd be helpful.
Basically, if you didn't have to do the same dungeon twice in a row.
So anyway, here's Mr. Prog. He's gonna tell you the general strategy for, like, the biggest puzzle in this dungeon. And I would just like to mention now, if I haven't mentioned already, I'm definitely using maps for the dungeons. So, thanks to Iterordai.com, because that has maps that actually have, like, the exact path you're supposed to take. Which, good, because this sucks. Like, Mr. Prog will tell you the actions you need to take, but, like, not the context for any of it. And you're probably going to forget what he said. I've already forgotten what he just said. That was, like, a minute ago at most. That's definitely a power-up you want to find, or a, data you want to find, rather. Oh, hey, look, it's Aqua Sword. These are like the other swordy enemies, except they're weak to lightning for one, so you can just take them out at once. And fuck you for giving me a normal-ass sword with a P code. What's that even useful for?
Useful for pissing you off.
It can, of course, give you a Aqua Sword, which is just a wide sword with, you know, that's like a little more powerful than a normal wide sword, and also it has water element on it. So it's a pretty good chip to get. Shame I didn't get it. Alright, so now the culmination of all the water we've started and stopped immediately. Would be nice if you didn't have to turn it twice, because, like, you never really want the water on permanently, so I don't know why you have to go through that whole animation 2 times over.
It just makes sense.
Could just show Mega Man melt in the water, it'd be fine.
So I don't know for sure if this is what influenced that decision, but this is one of the problems with treating realism as a goal in and of itself. You gotta turn it off, or you gotta turn it on and turn it back off. It's just realistic.
You gotta turn it on with your hands. Not the best chip setup, and Quake chips aren't the best for the situation, as we'll see in a sec. Yep. So yeah, swordy enemies can use steel.
Oh.
Which makes those sword attacks a lot more effective, huh? Thankfully he didn't have much left in him.
Still no Aqua Sword.
If only. If only. And then the water starts flowing, and then the water stops flowing. That was all strictly necessary.
The only game series where I will accept realism as something to pursue in and of itself is, of course, Shenmue. Because that just transcends the whole thing.
Yep.
Oh, hey, you got Anubis. This fight is over.
Yep. Now, of course, it is a little risky to use Anubis if the enemies have attacks like these guys do, because, you know, they do this and it tracks you, except they didn't get a chance to do it, but yeah. If you're positioned wrong, they can hit Anubis, and really, Anubis getting destroyed is the only threat to it, and oh no! Proto Man, you killed a man! I fucking murdered this child. How powerful! I'm gonna kick your ass. I have a message. Let me just take it out of my pocket. Oh, there he goes, loading Chod again. Chod, you're a real load. A World 3 A rank officer? Who could that be? I'm sure they don't stick out like a sore thumb. Still going. So anyway, here's this message. Oh no! He blew a little bit of ice in my face. Well, guess we're gonna have to kill him. Alright, so, Iceman. Luxord, of course, is his weakness, even though he's ice. If it's ice in this game, it counts as water. Also, since Iceman was about to go to that spot, I didn't get to steal it. So the Ice Bomb explodes in a plus range. He'll also start the battle by forming those ice blocks, completely blocking any sort of frontal assault, so that's not good. Oh, and I missed. Except I didn't. Good job.
Somehow whiffed and then unwhiffed.
Oh my god. Twice.
Iceman, just... I was about to say chill. Iceman, just relax.
Stop moving around so much, you'll be fine.
Okay, definitely stop moving around now. No! You're taking a risk every step you take.
Oh yeah, I forgot he can kick ice blocks as well. If he kicks him to the back, that's less room, which is actually pretty effective for him, because those ice bombs he throws they do have a pretty good range. Unfortunately for him, he didn't attack frequently enough, so really didn't have much of a strategy going there.
So he managed to step on every tile except the one where you put the mine down.
Yep. We don't get to see mine today. Alright, so this fight was entirely preventable. Look, trust me, we didn't just guess his password and write this mail. That would have been so much effort, and I don't otherwise care. Alright, Iceman, you've got to fix this mess. Unice the generator! Alright, it's fixed.
Alright, Iceman, you gotta eat all this ice.
Oh boy! I love ice. Good job finding me! Me, the clown!
You even got to my house of Mias! I'm a Proto Man!
I'm Coloman, the ultimate net Navi! Well, that was embarrassing. Hey Chod, fuck you. He keeps saying load Chod. There he go. Well, now the water's clean, but it's gonna taste terrible. I don't understand a thing. Let's go. doesn't this make you want to hug your dad, Lan? Oh, right.
I don't think homesick's the right word there. We're down the block from his house.
You can't just say that, Mega Man.
To show that Chad.
I mean, I want to stop the terrorists, but Chad, oh boy, I don't like his attitude.
The Virgin Land and the Chad Chad.
God damn it.
Look, we were all distracted by the fact that Chad was just French Chad. Anyways, this character is looking a little rough.
Mm-hmm. Why haven't we dominated the internet yet? It's the internet, it should be easy.
Hey, what's up with the Christmas tree there? It's constantly flashing.
He's fine. It's just one child, but like, his Navi's real good. Don't worry, I won't fuck up this one, trust me. Why does our boss suck? I hate him.
Why? No, it's WWW.
Anyway, he's fine.
Oh my god.
Don't speak of the life virus, or he will find you.
His hairstyle in the portrait looks completely different.
Just imagine waking up to that face.